Chemical and physical properties. The physical properties of a substance are features such as what color it is, if it is a solid, liquid, or a gas, what its boiling or melting temperature is, if it is heavy or light. For example, some of the physical properties of iron are that it is a gray, heavy solid with a melting point of 1538 degree C. One of the physical properties of hydrochloric acid is that it is a colorless liquid. The chemical properties of a substance are features such as how acidic or alkaline it is, how it reacts with water, acids, or metals, how readily it reacts. Some of the chemical properties of iron are that it combines with sulfur when heated to form iron sulfide, and it combines with oxygen to form iron oxide or rust. One of the chemical properties of hydrochloric acid is that it has a pH of 2-point chemical changes. Chemical changes are different from physical changes. In a physical change, no new substances are formed. For example, when liquid water freezes, the water has changed state, but it is still the same substance after the change. In a chemical change, new substances are formed. For example, when iron and sulfur are heated together, they form a new substance, a compound called iron sulfide. The iron and the sulfur have reacted together to form a new substance. A chemical reaction has taken place. The iron atoms have combined and bonded with the sulfur atoms. The reactants, the substances that react together, are the iron and the sulfur. The products are the new substances made in the reaction. In this reaction, there is only one product, iron sulfide. In some chemical reactions, a substance breaks apart to make new substances. For example, water can be split apart to form oxygen and hydrogen. Chemical reactions happen everywhere. They happen inside plants when they grow and when they decay. Chemical reactions happen inside your body to keep you alive. For example, when you digest food. Burning. Burning is a chemical reaction. When a substance burns, the substance reacts with the oxygen in the air. Sometimes ashes are formed. The ashes contain new substances. The new substances in the ashes are oxides. Charcoal is made up of the element carbon. When carbon burns, it combines with oxygen in the air to make the gas carbon dioxide. When magnesium metal is burnt, a white powder is formed. This powder is magnesium oxide. A new substance has been formed from magnesium and oxygen. Magnesium and oxygen are the reactants. Magnesium oxide is the product. A chemical property of magnesium is that it burns in air to form magnesium oxide by combining with oxygen.
Ever seen a copper roof turn green? Wait, did someone paint that? Nope, that's chemistry doing its slow magic. Copper reacts with water in the air, oxygen, carbon dioxide to form a green patina. Think of it like copper's sunscreen. That color change? That's a chemical change, proof new substances formed. Now, not everything treats water the same. Some stuff shrugs it off. Others, they go full fireworks. Take potassium. It's a soft metal. You can literally slice it with a knife. That softness is a physical property. But chemically, potassium is so reactive it has to live under oil, because even water vapor in the air is enough to set it off. In a proper lab demo, behind a safety screen, glasses on, a tiny piece of potassium dropped into a big trough of water starts zipping around like a hot comet. Why? It's reacting with water to make potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. The reaction releases so much heat that the hydrogen ignites. Boom! Purple flame, sizzling dash across the surface. That's a real deal chemical reaction you should never try yourself. Here's another classic: magnesium and hydrochloric acid. Drop a strip of magnesium into dilute HCl, and you'll see bubbles immediately. The bubbles are hydrogen gas. The magnesium is transforming, forming magnesium chloride dissolved in the acid. New substances? Chemical change confirmed. But bubbles alone don't tell you which gas you made. In a lab, there's a quick test for hydrogen, the squeaky pop. You collect a small sample, bring a lit splint to the mouth of the test tube, and if it's hydrogen, it burns with a tiny pop. The pop is hydrogen reacting with oxygen in the air to form water, literally making H2O in a blink. And because hydrogen is lighter than air, you keep the tube covered until the last moment so it doesn't float away before the test. So, the big picture. Physical properties are about what something is, like potassium being soft. Chemical properties are about how it changes, like copper turning green over time or magnesium bubbling in acid. Some reactions whisper, some shout. Either way, they're all clues to the invisible rules running the world around us. Kind of awesome, right?
What is a physical property of iron? What is a chemical property of hydrochloric acid? What happens in a physical change? What is formed when iron and sulfur react? What is a product of burning carbon? What is a reactant in burning magnesium? What is a chemical change? What is formed when magnesium burns? What is a physical property of hydrochloric acid? What happens when water freezes?